Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
Good morning. This morning I'll be reading from Psalm chapter 70, and I'll be reading from the English Standard Version. Make haste, O God, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let them be put to shame and confusion who seek my life. Let them be turned back and brought to dishonor who delight in my hurt. Let them turn back because of their shame who say, Aha, aha. May all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who love your salvation say evermore, God is great. But I am poor and needy. Hasten to me, O God. You are my help and my deliverer. O Lord, do not delay. This psalm that we read in chapter 70 is very closely mirrors what we read several weeks ago in Psalm chapter 40 in verses 13 through 17. David starts out here with his prayer to God for a plea for help, asking to be delivered from the situation that he is in. There is a sense of urgency throughout this whole prayer. David realizes that time is critical and he doesn't have a lot of it, to at least to his knowledge. He needs God, he needs Yahweh, and he needs him quickly. David asks for those who seek to kill him to be put to shame, to be put into confusion and for confusion to be brought on them. One thing you'll notice is David, while these men seek David's life, he does not ask for that same evil to be put back on them. They mock and they ridicule him, as we see in verse 3. But David wishes for them to be brought to shame and dishonor for their thoughts and desire to do evil to him. It sounds like to me that he wishes for them to come to their senses and to turn away from the evil thoughts and evil wishes that they're wishing on him and they have on their mind. As we look in verse 4, David continues his prayer, but his focus shifts a little bit to thoughts of praise. He wishes for all people that seek the Lord to rejoice and to be glad. He says God is great, and that he says that should be on all of our lips, just as David wishes that for all of the people of his time. David finishes with verse 5, and he says that he is poor and needy. While you and I both know that David was powerful and wealthy, he realizes that these things are not his saving grace. And he is still putting God first, realizing that he needs God in many, many ways. David knows that God can deliver him, and that we can see that David places all of his trust on our Heavenly Father and his Heavenly Father. As we wrap up this study of Psalm 70, one thing that I would like you to think about: when have I prayed to God with this type of urgency that we see David praying with? One thing to pray for the Father to help me to see urgency in situations and bring those concerns to Him quickly. Thank you for joining us this morning. We hope that this study of Psalm 70 has been uplifting to you, and that you have a great rest of your day.